WTFisodes. You are tuning in to What the Episodes.
Yo.
Hello.
Yo. Hey. What's going on?
What's up?
Episode 13.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Take a step back. Hey. How are we doing?
What?
How are we doing? Okay. All right. We got a guest today.
We do.
Do we do it now or do we do it after what we're talking about? Because last time we were a little confused
Right.
on how to do it.
Right.
We didn't talk about how we do this. We just
Okay, so should we just we intro what we're talking about and then our guest, or our guest?
I think
and then
I
the
think we should
topic?
do the intro of like us, and then our dick sizes.
Yeah. Okay. So, I am Chris, half inch hard.
I'm RJ.
It's a medical
Hey.
condition.
Yeah. We never introduce ourselves either.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you for listening to What the Episodes. This is Chris O.
And I'm RJ.
What's up? Like we said.
Yeah. What's going on? Hey, I hope you're doing good out there. If you're listening.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Hey, guess what we're talking about today?
Shit. The MCU has returned. Well, to the big screen.
Yeah. Yeah. AMC's guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We
What?
you just.
What? He's laughing at me. I don't know what's happening.
Because I was like, guess what we're talking about?
Okay, the MCU's return. Wait, I don't even know what the 20-something movie. The one that it should have been in their
last year?
in their first 10, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's a bit late to be doing this. They should have already had this movie out, but we finally got it. At least we got it.
Yeah.
Black Widow.
Oh, my God.
Oof.
Scarlett Johansson is.
The Black Widow.
Yeah. Anyways,
We're being
hey.
so weird.
And we just want to look cool in front of our guests.
Yeah. I'm trying to flex in front of my wife.
Oh, question mark?
What?
Hey. Our guest today.
Yes, we are humbled by a new presence.
Yeah, a new person, not
right.
Nicole this time.
That's right.
By the way.
Our second guest ever.
Yeah, second guest.
That's right. Natalie Owen.
Hi.
Natalie.
Natalie O. I
Oh my
shouldn't
God.
have said that. Now you're gonna know my last name.
Oh
You're
no.
gonna know what O stands for.
Oh my God, you ruined everything.
But hi, Natalie.
Hi.
Hi, Natalie. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah,
Oh.
reoccurring guest already.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Nicole was kind of mad because I put her as a recurring guest and not special guest. She was like, I'm not
title?
special anymore.
Oh, I still required to be a special guest.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
okay. I guess we'll have you guys
Special
sign your
recurring.
contracts
Yeah.
with that outline. Okay.
Special recurring guest.
Yeah. Special in a good way.
Special with like quotations. Special guest.
Yeah. But we're talking about Black Widow
We
today
are.
with Scarlett Johansson.
You know, I was trying to rack my brain about like what could we talk about that Natalie would be interested in and care about. And then I thought about, maybe I have this idea where I'm gonna like tell you, like, kind of recap a comic book sometime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
we're gonna do it.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my God, I could make Natalie listen to me talk about Batman.
Yeah. I listen to that at home.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she has to listen to it all the time. But now I have to make her sit there and listen and respond.
So she just
I actually
ignores
have
you.
to pay attention.
Yeah.
She's on her phone.
I was like, yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what's happening. But here she would have to listen.
No
It'd be too awkward not
distractions.
to.
Yeah.
But I decided, no. This movie's coming out. It's too perfect. We got to talk about this movie anyway. And Natalie, I believe this is your favorite Avenger.
Yeah.
It is? Yeah.
This
Definitely.
is your really. Black Widow's your
Love Black
favorite
Widow.
Yep.
over Tony Stark.
Women empowerment. Come on.
Okay, yeah.
That's
no.
it? That's why. No, Black Widow is badass.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess there's
Especially in the
Ms.
movies.
Marvel, but I don't know.
Captain Marvel, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Ms. Marvel.
Ms. Marvel. I'm excited for Ms. Marvel if they ever do one.
It's called, well, they're doing the movie, the next Captain Marvel is called The Marvels, and it has her, Ms. Marvel, what's her name? The one that was in WandaVision. Damn it, I can't
Rambo?
remember. Yeah, Monica Rambeau.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she's they're all in it. It's called The Marvels.
Cool.
So that's the next one. So that's actually that might be good.
Yeah, no, I'm
Because
excited for that.
Captain Marvel, meh. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not a bad movie.
No.
But it is not a good movie either. It's
Yeah.
just like, okay. I guess that was fine. Like, I was so disappointed by, like, Sam Jackson in it, and especially Coulson. Like, they should have given Coulson a huge role because in the movies, he's dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
because
even, like, the show's not canon anymore.
The show is not canon. I never thought it was anyway because they never reference it.
Yeah.
And they would have had at least a shot of Coulson maybe in the background somewhere. They would have been playing with it more if it was canon.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's officially not canon as of this week they talked about it. So the only canon shows are the ones on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Now, and spoiler, end credit scene in
wait.
Black Widow tied into Falcon Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
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 So that's cool.
Yeah.
I think she's building maybe a Dark Avengers team.
Yeah. See, that's what I was saying, too.
Anyway, we'll talk
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
I'm too excited. The MCU is coming back. I'm so excited. This is one of 3 freaking movies this year, dude.
Oh, man.
We're getting, right?
Maybe
one of 4 or 3?
3.
No, yeah. Eternals. Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Eternals, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
4 movies this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, essentially it would have been
Sony-
3 because
it's
Black Widow was supposed to come out last year.
And Sony makes the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Like,
Marvel, you're right.
Marvel writes them. Like, they're in charge of what's in them, the content. But Sony makes them and makes most of the money.
Okay. That's so
Because they
lame.
own Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, they own the movie rights to Spider-Man. So that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's the
I
weirdest.
hate people that own rights, dude. When I see
God.
there's this guy named Michael Uslan. I think it's Uslan.
Okay.
But he owns Batman, the rights, and he's owned them since the 80s.
Wow.
And every Batman movie has to have a producer, Michael. He doesn't do anything.
Yep.
He just owns it. And it pisses me off every time I see it. Because, like, fuck that guy, man.
Yeah.
Because he tricked somebody out of
Their rights
in the 80s.
to their slimy.
he got it for cheap, and he's making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you owned Batman, the name of Batman, don't you think you would want your name on it?
I know,
everything.
but it's so slimy.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, it's always.
In fact, I wouldn't, because the money would be good enough for me. I don't need to have my name. Like, he's just whipping his dick out every time the movie ends.
It's like an egotistical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he sucks.
I get it.
And he's a nice guy, it seems like. But I'm like, because he seems super nice and chill. But it's like, dude, he got it such a slimy way. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Do you know how much he
then again
paid
it was
to get the rights?
I think it was just in the tens of thousands.
Yeah. See,
and
that's
he's making hundreds of millions.
That is the saddest part about like these writers or these people that make these stories for like Marvel or DC or these characters. Like we were talking about in the Ninja Turtles episode, we were talking about how they're just trying to get it out and get sold, right? They're just trying to make money and they're just coming out with any ideas that they can come out with that will be appealing, right?
Right.
So I feel like in that sense, as a comic book artist, it sucks for them because now this rich man that's paid this guy a fraction of the cost is making millions off of whatever they created.
Yeah.
But it's also their fault.
Yeah,
it's also their fault, right? For giving the rights up.
Well, that's what's going on with Marvel. Marvel sold all their big characters. Like, their biggest stuff, they don't own. They do now, but like, they didn't own. They sold off X-Men, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Fantastic Four. They were stuck with the B team. When Iron Man was coming out, they talked about wanting to do Avengers, and the news post said Marvel is doing movies about their B team. And it was the Avengers, because the Avengers were nothing until these movies. And now they're big. And now they're up there. Now it's like, okay, Marvel has the Avengers, DC has the Justice League.
Yeah.
But back in the day, just what it's been like 13 years. So like 15 years ago, these characters were the B characters.
Yeah.
The Avengers were nothing. Like they treated them as big in the comics, but no one gave a shit. You're reading Spider-Man and he talks about them. So, so it's just so weird.
Well, yeah,
how
like
big they are now because these movies are so fun.
Yeah, well, like growing up, it was X-Men, or Fantastic Four,
and they sold all these off because they were bankrupt.
Yep,
and they bet everything. They would have lost the company. Marvel would not be a company anymore if Iron Man did not succeed.
That's so crazy.
And Hulk. They bet everything on those movies and won. And then they were smart about it because I was talking with Natalie about it a few days ago, where people that build these cinematic universes, that's how all of them fail except for the MCU. Because like DC's still making movies, but it's like falling apart. I have no idea what the canon is.
Yeah,
like there's no canon over there. It's just the actors are playing the same characters and unrelated films, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have an overall idea of what they want.
Yeah,
they just
exactly.
are putting out movies.
Yeah.
I think
trying to make it work.
Yeah, I think they might now, but we'll see.
Did they
We still
hire
haven't
somebody?
Seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they've hired a couple of people. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because Flash should be the movie that fixes everything. That change it. So so
it's
they have a
so
new
pivotal.
canon.
Yeah.
So we'll fucking see. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was talking about, with everyone that tries to make a cinematic universe fails because they put out a movie and the first movie doesn't make $1 billion. And they're like, fuck this. And they stop. They do. Like Batman v Superman, it didn't make $1 billion. It made 800 million.
Oh my God.
And they're like, not $1 billion, fuck it. And so they immediately were putting plans in to fire Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
And so even if his daughter didn't die and he had to walk away from Justice League, they were firing him anyway. So
that's
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then look at the difference between his movie and the one they put out.
Yeah, the Will Wheaton.
The garbage Wheaton one, and then the really
not
good
Will Wheaton, my bad.
Will Wheaton. Joss
Whedon.
Whedon. Yeah.
Whedon.
Will Wheaton.
No, hey, I've got a quick story on Will Wheaton.
Will
by
Wheaton's
the way,
cool though. I've met him. He's Wesley Crusher, dude. He's such a badass. I've met him. He's cool.
So I went to a convention in Seattle.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see this show called X Play. They're like a gaming commentary, kind of like a TV show type deal.
Yeah.
And I sat in line, and it was just me. I sat in line, and I went through all the whatever. I got a front row seat. I was like, yeah, I'm super stoked. Yeah. And it turned out to be Will Wheaton's his his convention.
What?
Yeah, it was like his what do you call that? Like in the auditorium.
What do you mean?
Just like a talk, or you know what I mean, like at conventions.
Yeah.
Like a panel?
Yeah, panel.
Thank
That's
God,
what
I
it
could
is.
not
Wow.
figure this out.
Yeah. So it was a panel, and I was like, what the hell is this? Will Wheaton?
I'm out of here.
No, literally.
Wesley Crusher's the worst character in Star Trek, you piece of shit. You ruined the next generation.
Dude, I literally had the perfect seat right in front of the panel.
God.
And Will Wheaton comes up.
And Wesley Crusher walks out like, hey.
And I was like,
I have a beard now.
I stood up, and I was the only person, and I just walked out.
Dude, because no one else was there?
No, there was a ton of people there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was full. It was full.
Oh, God.
You thought,
like, I'm the only person.
That would have been even funnier.
You don't even want to talk to him.
No.
I don't know, this is not worth it.
No. There was a ton of people there, but there's a singular person just like standing up right when he starts talking, and just leaves. Yeah, no.
I was picturing you alone in there, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like
too.
he's already sad, but he's like, you know what? This guy wanted to be here. He might be a fan. I'm going to talk to him, and you just get up and he's like,
yeah. I guess I didn't explain it good enough, but yeah, I literally just stood up and walked out.
Oh my God.
And I mean, I like Will Wheaton. I watched him. I didn't watch him in like Star Trek or anything, but
I grew up.
I remember
watching
him. I remember him in Star Trek.
When I was a kid, I would be so excited when it was a Wesley episode.
Really?
Because it worked. Like they do that a lot with movies and even comic books all the time, where they're like, put a kid in there because it'll engage. Like, because kids will. But it fails most of the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes it works. Robin worked, you know, and Wesley Crusher worked.
Yeah.
But then like Bucky didn't until they brought him back.
Yeah.
You know, like 15 years ago as a Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
But like they always like, oh, they want a sidekick. But like every time, you know, when you watch a show and they introduce a kid, you're like, ugh. You know,
Yeah.
or like a second movie and they have a kid now, like The Mummy and The Mummy.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Short round. I can't decide if that's racist or not.
Short round.
Yeah.
We'll just say
He's
it
just
is.
dumb.
Like why was he
At least he
named
wasn't
Short
like,
Round?
all right, pie face.
Oh my
like,
god.
like Green Lantern.
Yeah. Oh my god. I
The
can't believe
Green
his name
Lantern
was
comics,
Pieface.
dude.
So ridiculous.
What I was saying about the cinematic universe. So people, they put out $1 billion, or
Yeah.
they want $1 billion back every fucking time. But if you go back and you see the MCU, Iron Man 1 didn't make anywhere near $1 billion. It made like 400,000, you know? But that's awesome.
You mean 400? Oh yeah. No,
A million.
No.
400 million. My bad.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. But yeah, so dumb. But yeah, so, and then
$400,000.
but
Yeah.
it didn't even make $500 million.
Yeah.
And then Hulk, but it was still a success. Back
Yeah.
then, that was successful.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because that is awesome. Like,
yeah.
they made 10 times their
Like you were
money or
saying,
whatever.
nobody knew who Iron Man
Yeah.
was. It was a very small minority of people that cared about me being one.
Because what brought me in was, well, it was a superhero movie. And I
Yeah.
do like Iron Man a bit, but I wasn't excited for the movie until
Well.
it was RDJ.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Robert Downey. I was like, yep, I'm sold. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see it. And
Yeah.
then it looked good. The trailers helped. And then the movie was way better than I could have imagined.
Yeah.
But it didn't make anywhere near $1 billion, and neither did Hulk. You know? But they were successful.
Yeah.
And then
Well, they sold.
Iron
I'm
Man-
sure they sold a lot of toys.
yeah, and then Iron Man 2 made more than Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
And they were very excited about that.
Yep.
And then Thor made a lot too. And then Captain America. But Avengers was their first $1 billion movie.
Yeah.
They just waited. They knew that, okay, well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
And
It's-
they made $1 billion. And now all of their movie, fucking Black Widow will make $1 billion. Fucking everything. Shang-Chi
Yeah.
will make $1 billion.
Yeah, I
They
hope
just
so.
keep making at least near $1 billion each time.
Yeah.
Like Ant-Man didn't, but it was still like $800 million.
Yeah.
That's insane. You know, they're making that much for these tiny characters.
Yeah.
No one knows who the fuck Ant-Man
Yeah.
was before that.
Yeah,
Unless you
I
read
didn't
comic
care about
books.
Hank Pym.
I didn't
you
either.
know?
I like Scott Lang in the comics.
Yeah.
But anyway, but that's the one I
Paul
grew
Rudd
up
was
with.
the selling point again. This like
Yeah.
perfect casting.
Yeah, that was great too. Yeah. And
So-
and Edgar Wright doing the script.
Okay. Yeah.
That was cool too, you know, and then
You're a nerd.
that was
Yeah, I know.
Edgar, you know, like Edgar Wright.
He always tells me,
Edgar
"Oh,
Wright?
this person's doing it."
Oh,
and
you
I'm
don't
like,
know Edgar
"Okay."
Wright? Oh, he's
Please don't explain it.
He's a director. He was supposed
I'm
to
just
make.
kidding.
He was supposed to make Ant-Man.
Okay.
It was supposed to be like the third MCU movie.
Yeah.
And they kept giving him the runaround. He got another job. He'd have to go do that. They just never made Ant-Man. And then he ended up not doing it, but they used his script.
Okay.
And, well, most of his script. They kind of rewrote some of it because they had to make it fit in the MCU by the time
Yeah.
it showed up. He was supposed to be one of the original Avengers.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he was, right?
Well, yeah, in the comics, but he was
Him and the
supposed to
Wasp.
be in the movies. And it just kept getting put off. Edgar Wright made like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That's one of his big
okay.
ones. He made Baby Driver, I think is his newest. It's very good.
I'm glad that you know these things.
Edgar Wright's great. Why can't I think of Edgar Wright's movies? It's going to piss me off, dude.
It's
He
okay.
made, motherfucker. Oh, the Cornetto trilogy.
Who?
Yeah, I know.
The Cornetto trilogy is Shaun of the Dead,
Oh, wait. He did that?
Hot Fuzz, and
No.
World's End.
Wait, did he
That's-
write those or did he direct those?
Both.
What?
Yeah. You don't
So
know
I've
who
been
he
an
is?
Edgar Wright fan
Yeah.
since forever?
Since
Yeah.
day one.
Wow.
Edgar Wright. He's amazing.
Mind blown.
Yeah, those three are called the Cornetto trilogy.
I hate that that's the name.
Well, it's because of this ice cream thing. It's a through line
Oh,
in all
it's
the
throughout all
movies.
the movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
They eat this ice cream brand thing. It's one, like their favorite. Because they made a TV show called Spaced, and I think it ties into that.
Okay.
It doesn't literally tie in
Yeah.
because they're different characters in all the movies too. You know, it's the same people like Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Okay.
They're from that TV show. That's where they all come from.
Oh,
Their first
okay.
Their first movie was Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz,
Yeah.
World's End, I believe.
I don't know
And
if I saw that one, but yeah.
it's the same everyone. And then but yeah, he made Scott Pilgrim, and like he's great.
Yeah, that's badass.
And he was supposed to make Ant-Man, and his Ant-Man would have been way better.
Yeah.
But you can tell, you can see his writing in that movie, definitely, especially with like the way they do the flashback thing with Luis telling it, how he hits his voice. Dude, it's so funny. Like that's definitely Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
But it's great. But he's great, and Ant-Man was great because of him. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm just so sick of these goddamn people like they're trying to make universes and then like giving up after the first one doesn't make $1 billion.
That's
the
like
Mummy is not going to make $1 billion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you made a better movie and
if you
tried harder,
sowed the seeds, of
and then
this franchise,
and we're like, hey, Frankenstein, Mummy, and everyone, Dracula, they're all going to be in one film together,
and it would be badass.
With those same actors,
thinking about it, would be
amazing.
cool. Yeah, it would be really cool.
I don't know how you lead that up.
Yeah.
Would it be a Van Helsing movie, or what? Are they the good guys?
Yeah,
now?
yeah. Who's the good guys? Who's the bad guys? Yeah,
but they're not going to do it. So who cares?
Yeah.
I guarantee
it's
they
just
try again in a couple of years. They've tried twice, dude, and stopped.
I hope they do another Mummy. All right.
Yeah, well, they did. They did. Dracula Untold gave up because it didn't make enough. But it was supposed to be the first one.
When was that movie? When did that come out? Do you know?
Within the last 10 years.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know exactly.
Yeah, I just feel like
Luke Evans
these
I think,
days
is Dracula. I think it was really good. Not really good, but I thought it was fun.
Okay.
You know, and it had a dumb ending, but the rest of it is really fun. It's kind of cool to see Dracula again and see them tie him into Vlad the Impaler and him get his powers. And it's interesting.
Yeah.
And then they started again with the Mummy. That was supposed to be the next first one. And they even hired and like did a group picture with this guy, like Frankenstein. And they did all the actors.
Oh my god!
They have big actors.
Did they do a
too,
panel?
dude.
Is that what was going on?
I
Or
don't
just
know.
like
No,
pictures of them
dude,
just hanging out?
The picture is all these A-list actors, right? It's
Yeah.
Do you remember that picture?
No.
Oh, it's like Tom Cruise and that one dude. No, Russell Crowe and Angelina Jolie was supposed to be like all these things, all these huge actors. And they took it, dude. It's photoshopped.
Oh,
they couldn't get all those actors together.
Of course not.
Hell no.
No.
And then they didn't make those movies.
Was it just
Because they're
Photoshop
like,
their
"Oops."
heads in it?
No, it was their full bodies, but like they had them pose, and then they just tried to make it look like it was all together. It's really pathetic.
Yeah.
Sony, no, it was Universal. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't think that side, besides like Disney and the MCU, know what they're doing.
Well, that's the weird thing is like just figure it out. It's not that fucking hard. You know what I mean? It's not that hard.
Just like Guillermo del Toro, do his thing with that franchise, the monster franchise. Just do it. He's so good at creating these creatures. It would be amazing.
Great franchise.
Yeah.
He'd make it creepy.
He did that mermaid movie.
He's done action movies too. Cause like he did Blade 2.
Yeah.
Blade 2 is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of dumb, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those.
Yeah. But let's get back on track with Black Widow because I agree like with the whole like MCU versus like everything else.
Yeah.
Like it's
the
dumb.
reason I'm bringing
It's
it
dumb.
up is because it's the MCU is back and I'm very excited about it. Like I'm this excited talking, you know.
I want to talk
He's
about it.
been talking about it for like a week.
Yeah, I've been excited. And then finally came out and I for one was not disappointed.
Oh, dude. I was surprised by how good this movie was.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised. I
thought
this movie would be like
good.
Like I thought it'd be all right. I thought it'd be around the same kind of like good as like Captain Marvel or like just like the base good. No.
You're like, well, it's girls.
I am not sexist. I am not sexist.
Okay. Sure.
But men are better. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Give me a superhero without a dick.
Oh my god.
No superhero can fight with boobs. God, so dumb.
Wow.
Natalie, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. It's all stupid. It means nothing.
What did you think of the movie, Natalie?
I loved it, but I wasn't expecting anything out of it.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I think that's
she doesn't
everyone.
watch trailers. She doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's good.
She goes in just going, just show me your movie.
Yeah.
And, you know, she have hopes for it being good. She doesn't think disparaging thoughts about it either.
Yeah. So
And she
Natalie's like
just
the
sits
perfect
down and-
reviewer then.
Yeah.
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 Doesn't spoil herself. Has
And-
no expectations.
I
And
know
she ends up neutral with bad movies sometimes because she's like, well, it wasn't that bad, you know. But and I'm like, well, I guess it wasn't. I was just excited.
Yeah.
And it failed. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, yeah.
It
So
didn't
when
live
we
up to my
go
expectations.
and see movies, Chris will be like, so excited about movies. And then we come out and I'm like, that was great. I loved it. And he's like, oh, it was terrible. I was like, oh, okay.
Come out and she's just like, that was really fun. I'm like, that's not how Lex Luthor should have been.
So it's
And then she
that's
kind of
perfect
talks
though.
me into it. She's like, just chill out. What about this and
Yeah,
this? And
yeah.
I'm like,
And then we discuss
Batman was
about
pretty
it.
cool.
And then we discuss it all the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I usually convince him that it was a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's good. That's a good
Brings me back
dynamic
down to
because
earth,
because you have people that have higher expectations versus a person that has zero expectations, and then that's a great dynamic.
Yeah.
And I feel like me and Nicole kind of have that dynamic too in
Yeah.
a sense. Yeah.
It
Because
just works out.
yeah,
It's great.
I'm just honestly, I'm just looking for a good time. You give me a good time, it's worth it. It's worth the money. It's worth the entertainment. It doesn't have to be, comic. I guess,
Accurate?
yeah, comic accurate or anything.
I would never expect any superhero movie to be comic accurate. I don't give a shit about that. You can change whatever you want.
Yeah, it just has to make sense.
I might be disappointed if you killed someone off a certain way. Not always, but like
Yeah.
if I'm watching a Batman movie and Alfred dies in the first one, I'll be a little upset.
Oh yeah.
Like that
It'll
kind
be
of thing.
sad.
Yeah. But I wouldn't hate the movie for it, but it
Yeah.
would. But
It would
I would
rub you the
never
wrong way.
expect anything to be comic accurate. That most comic accurate ideas are dumb.
Yeah.
Like I love comic books, but like a lot of it's dumb and silly.
Yeah.
Some of like this silly shit going on. You
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Again,
but-
it's the whole campiness of comics.
yeah, and you could some storylines take them very seriously, and some of them are really great at that.
Yeah.
But a lot of like the origins or just the powers themselves are silly. You know what I mean? So being comic accurate is not a good idea most of the time.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't. That would be a crazy expectation. I think to want it to be comic accurate.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts to me.
But let's talk about Scarlett Johansson in this movie.
Okay.
Her acting, her character, she was amazing.
I think she
Yeah.
does.
She
You can
was
tell
amazing.
I
when she
agree.
plays Black Widow. She plays it the same every time. Like it feels different. Oh God,
Yeah, it's very
Sorry, I changed my
cohesive.
thing. But it feels different than her other characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's playing the Black Widow, and
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
More invested
and
in
I
it.
love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's some of her best stuff. Actually.
Oh, yeah.
she's so
I
good
agree.
as the Widow.
I've never seen her in a movie that I hated though. She's just that good.
I've seen
of
a
an
lot of
actor.
movies that I've hated. Oh, hey, I've never hated her in a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's always
I've
been
seen a
good.
lot of movies I've hated with her, but I've never hated her because she's great. But I think she's especially great as Black Widow.
Yeah.
So I just thought this movie was so good.
Oh man, it was
loved it.
amazing. Like, and we'll talk about ratings later
Yeah.
on the podcast.
But yeah,
the
Johansson's
casting-
great, dude. I think the person that stole it was what's her? Pugh?
It
Her
was
last name's Pugh. Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
She is so
Oh
fucking good.
my gosh.
I did like her.
The sister.
She
Yeah.
blew me away.
Dude, her act, she's so good.
Oh my god, I couldn't handle it. I was like, this movie's the shit. This
Yeah.
movie is so fucking good.
When
I
they're
I remember
she's in
just
that
losing
bedroom
it.
talking to her dad.
Yeah.
Her dad,
Yeah.
That was so good. When he
Yeah.
starts singing and she's like kind of crying but happy. I'm just
Yeah.
like, she can do everything.
Yep.
She's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've never seen her in anything before. I've never watched her other things.
Yeah.
I loved her vest.
Dude, the vest jokes
Oh,
are
yeah.
so funny.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was the man.
When she's like,
I'm
I
gonna
do
go
like
get
it.
me
so
one.
many, so many
she
pockets.
did like, and she's like, oh, she's like, I knew it. I knew it. This is so cool, right? Dude, that's the vest that Black Widow is wearing in Endgame.
yeah.
Or no,
Oh,
Infinity
yeah,
War.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Their
when-
dynamic was really good too.
Oh,
Together.
that family dynamic.
I love
Yeah.
that family
amazing.
idea. Dude, I was so disappointed in the mom. At the end,
Oh.
I was like, this bitch.
Yeah.
I was getting really upset. I was like, are you
I
kidding?
thought she was turning because she was like, I'm sorry, I called them.
Yeah, she kept
And then
the-
you fucking still are.
Yeah.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And I was
They-
like,
they
oh, maybe
tricked
she's
us.
being controlled. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Uh-huh.
And then, nope. They
Yeah, dude.
fucking got me.
Because like when she opens that door thing, I was looking at those glowing things, the circular glowing things in the back.
Yeah.
I was like, what are those? And then they showed it later. It was the mask.
Yeah.
The
Fuck.
yeah.
That's so good.
So I was just like, dude,
that's so cool.
Like the whole movie had better action than anything that I've seen this year.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I
the
think
action
it's
scenes
the
were
best-
insane.
I think it's the best action since Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
Winter
I agree
Soldier
with
was
that.
that same style of
Yeah.
action.
just running, and
running
like, yeah,
car
fighting,
chases
yeah.
and explosions, just
Yep.
such great stunts.
Oh my God.
They
It
didn't.
was
They didn't
more
always.
hand on hand.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
always use a CG.
No.
a double, but they did. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
but there was
God damn.
some awesome action scenes in this with
My-
these poor stunt people.
Yeah.
getting thrown into walls and shit when they fight.
My favorite part was when they were on the bridge.
Which
Oh yeah,
Oh,
with the
with-
car, yeah.
with Taskmaster.
Yeah.
and her- oh my
Yeah,
god, the action
dude.
scene's so good.
That was
Crazy.
badass.
What about Taskmaster? Did you like that twist?
I had a feeling that's what it was.
Really?
When they introduced the
didn't-
daughter, I was like,
didn't think it.
that's who it was.
It took
I
me a
think-
little longer to figure that out, but
Really?
I didn't figure it out. I'll straight up tell you, I did not figure it out. But I think part of it's because like I'm like, oh, it's Taskmaster.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's what's his? I forget his name, but dude, his last name is like literally Masters.
Yeah. Hey,
But then that makes sense because
yeah,
like
that's fine.
he calls himself Taskmaster, so
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I made a name. But anyway,
he was so
but that's what it
involved
was.
in that
I think
it
I
was
was like,
just
it's just Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Yeah.
It showed up on screen, and he's like, "Do you know who that is? Do you know
Yeah,
who
I
that
was
is?"
like,
I'm like,
it's Taskmaster.
I'm like, "No, I don't. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Watch the
you
show."
were that guy in the theater, and everyone's like, "This guy needs to shut up."
I'm really quiet, but I'm like right in her fucking ear.
So let me tell you.
I'm like, oh god, you know her power. You know the powers when they do it. Blah, blah, blah.
So when we first started dating, his number one rule: don't talk in the theater, like at all.
I'm like,
And you
I'm
know,
so- and I
this
was like,
guy here, that's all he does now is talk in the theater. And I'm just like, dude, shut up.
You know,
I
you know
didn't
what?
used to.
No.
I didn't
You know
used
what's funny?
to. It's like,
I
as
do
I'm
that
becoming
too,
an old
though.
man.
I do that to Nicole all the time.
You do?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm always all like, "Well, this part is this part and this person. Did you catch this thing? Did you do?"
Yeah, do you know why this is cool?
I know. And he's just like,
Do you understand how cool this is? Because it's like this.
he's trying to give me a rundown of the comics. And I'm like, just let me watch.
let
You
me
can tell
watch
me
it.
later.
I don't talk for a long time.
Or whatever.
I don't sit there
You know
and
what?
talk about
I believe
comics.
everything Natalie's saying, and
Damn it.
you're just trying to defend yourself. And
Shit. This is bullshit. This is just like at home. She does this with our kid, man.
We team up on him.
Yeah. They're always on a team together.
But yeah,
Any argument.
you know,
this is bullshit.
this movie, I was like, as I was watching, I was like, oh my God, this movie did family better than the Fast series. Like,
my
I was
God.
like, this
We're
movie
not
does
talking about
family
this.
better
Yeah.
than the Fast and Furious Dom King of the Families.
yeah.
We're not talking about that.
It's because Fast and Furious is mostly bad.
And the action scenes in this movie were better than the action scenes in F9, dude. It was just
it has more
crazy.
It's more plausible, and how they're surviving. It's like, well, they're widows. They're different.
Yeah.
They're not human.
Yeah.
You know, well, they're humans, but
Yeah.
they're enhanced. You know, so
In
you
a
can
sense.
always. Well, they are a little bit. They're not like the Red Guardian or Captain America, but they are enhanced.
How are they enhanced besides being like brainwashed into like doing these, you know?
Well, they're a little stronger. They're more durable. Like kind of a super soldier type thing, but not.
But they don't inject them with anything, do they?
Yes, they do.
They do?
Yeah, their widows are different.
what?
They're not just people.
What do they inject them with?
Like a serum, like super soldier, but it's not the.
Is
it's
it
not,
called the Widow Serum? Or something?
Sure.
Sure, that's what it's
Or
called.
just the black
It should be
serum?
just like the widow venom or something. You know, I made that up. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Really
Hey,
a good
Marvel,
idea.
hire us.
Yeah,
We've got names for you.
They'll come up with all the names for you.
yeah. We'll do literally anything if you want. We'll do sexual favors. I'll do
Oh
anything
my
I need
God.
to do to be part of that.
Wow, Chris.
Yeah,
wow.
Chris.
I'll do whatever it takes, man. I'll do whatever it takes
Chris is doing the D's between every finger.
Yeah.
And he's just.
Oh my gosh.
Holding my ass
Wow.
open.
By the way, back in the day, we've had this conversation of how many
dicks?
dicks you could
God
jerk
damn
off
it.
Oh my gosh.
at
We were
one
young.
time.
This is like
This-
15 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
we were at my house. I remember.
Like, how many dicks you could conceivably?
Just the two of you were talking
Like in
about
between
this.
the
No.
fingers.
We had a bunch of other people with us.
And we were all invested in this dumbass conversation. We were like, no, it could be like this.
Wow.
Trying to out dick each other.
Yeah, we need to do a skit on that because that's funny.
Just with dicks? I
I don't really want to see that.
don't know.
no, it's
I'm like, I don't want to. We're going to hire people to put their dicks in our fingers? In between our fingers?
Did you imagine us actually like, yeah, we're doing this? Like, just like 15 dudes, dude. It's
Oh
just
my gosh.
It's not gay. We're trying to
Just
have
say
a
no
point.
homo.
Natalie
before.
is
Yeah.
so uncomfortable
We're trying to
right
prove
now.
a point.
We've never done this to Nicole, and like Natalie comes on.
Mystery.
I don't think I would come on again.
Well, wait. No, that's no. I lied because I talked about dick cutting last
Cutting
time.
your dick
Yeah.
off with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So it's nothing new.
No. We can't make an episode without talking about dicks.
Oh my god.
We can't. That's kind of our brand.
Yeah, WTFisodes.
Yeah.
Where dicks is home.
What the dickisodes.
What the dick is.
yeah, you change it.
Oh my god. But yeah, dude. Oh my god, this movie was
movie
so.
It was better than
surprisingly
it
good.
had any business being.
Yeah.
It was
And
amazing.
I really loved it. It's one of the deepest MCU movies.
Yeah.
It
Everything
is so
tied-
great with
everything
the family.
ties.
The family story is so like perfect.
Yeah.
Except I wish they were together longer. That was my
Yeah.
thing. I wish it was like 5 years because like when you're a little kid, 5 years is a huge chunk of your life, right?
Yeah.
So I wish it was like 5-6 years instead of 3,
Yeah.
because then I would buy their bond a little bit more. But it still makes sense because it's like, well, that's the only family life she ever had.
Yeah.
Like the younger one especially.
Yeah.
That's all she had. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden she's in this program and is an assassin, and then they
Yeah.
eventually take over her fucking mind.
Crazy.
You know? But the one good memory she has is being in a family as a
Yeah.
little kid. And that's so strong when
And
you're a
it-
little
and it-
kid.
yeah, it was so
like
fake,
I
too,
remember
you know,
people like say like my mom, like my mom's boyfriend. That was a big part of my life. But it
Mm-hmm.
was just a boyfriend for a little bit. You know, no big
Yeah.
deal. But to me, because I was so young, it's like I still remember.
Yeah.
You know, and if it was that's all you have
Yeah.
is this family life, and it was a good family life too,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because they treated them well and were, you know, and loved them. But and then you're ripped away. So
he
I
forced
believe
into
it.
this,
Like the
yeah.
3 years is fine.
Yeah.
I just wish it was a little longer. Like it was more of her life.
Yeah,
like
but
they
it was
breezed
enough-
But it was cool. I mean, I don't care. It didn't ruin anything. I just wish it was a little longer. Is all.
Yeah.
I just thought that would have been
They-
better for this for the
Yeah.
movie.
They made it really apparent how close they were in the beginning scenes. you
Yeah,
know?
it went on
Yeah.
for a long
bit,
time,
yeah.
but I didn't.
And-
I loved it.
and the fact
because
that-
I knew what was going on immediately. I was like, oh, I know who the fuck. Because I know who Black Widow is. I know she's Russian. I know that in the timeline where it was, and then like I know who. Oh God, what's his name? The guy that played
David
Red
Harbour?
Guardian. Yeah, David Harbour. I knew who he was playing, and I'm like, oh my God, they're a fucking plant family. You know,
Yeah.
like I knew it.
Yeah.
But
I know
was-
that's one thing too. He was
I
saying,
turned to
he's
Natalie. I was like,
Yeah.
"Do you know what
what's
they are?"
going on?
And she said no, but I didn't
Yeah.
tell
I was
you.
like, no, be quiet.
Yeah,
But I didn't ruin it.
No.
Yeah,
I was
Nicole
gonna
was like,
spoil it.
it's the Americans. That's what she was saying.
Yeah,
And I was
exactly.
like,
It's the
yeah,
American that show the Americans.
Yeah.
That's what that's about. It's a family that
Is
is
planted,
Russian
yeah.
spies.
Yeah, but I think they made you sympathize more with Yelena, you know,
Yeah.
the little girl,
There was-
and I
Yeah.
think that's what tied everything together.
I
really.
loved that opening.
Oh,
That was great.
Yeah,
They
it
did
was
such a good
amazing.
job. And like the little, yeah, even the de-aging was perfect. For the mom and
yeah,
dad.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
They looked great,
Dude.
It's because they're both
Rachel
actors
Weisz,
that have
man.
been around for a long time, and so you can get more footage of them to help de-age. They
Yeah.
need that, you know. They need the photo reference to make it look real, and they have a lot of that because they're both established actors.
Yep.
And it was nice seeing Rachel Weisz again.
Oh yeah,
She's like. I haven't seen
Yeah.
her in anything that I've loved and since the Mummy. Since the Mummy.
yeah.
She's the main girl.
So
Remember that?
Nicole was talking to me while we were watching it, and I was like, she was like, yeah, you know what? There was a missed opportunity. They should have got Brandon Fraser. They should have had Brandon Fraser play Alexei.
He would have been cool as him. I think David Harbour would have been
perfect.
better.
He's perfect. But I mean, that was like a missed opportunity to bring in.
It would have been fun for us. Yeah, it would have been fun for Mummy fans.
Because he would fit the same role, the same build, everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It makes sense.
I don't know how good his Russian accent would be.
I bet he would work on it enough.
But it would have been cool to see them both on the
David
screen
Harbour
again.
is the better choice.
Oh, yeah,
but
definitely the
that would have
better
been so
choice.
fun.
Yeah.
That would have been so fun to have that.
But Rachel Weisz is so good in everything she does, too.
Yeah, she is. She's really great.
Yeah.
She's a really good actress. Always has been. Mm-hmm. Even back in the 90s when you didn't have to be.
Yep.
You know, like all these pretty actresses that were just there.
Yep.
Like, even like Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
Terrible. But she's good. But no. But she's good now.
Yeah.
Like, at least she learned.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. How many years of
what's her name?
practicing?
Penelope Cruz. She was awful, dude.
Yeah.
She was a bad actress.
Are you just making fun of like Spanish actors?
Yes.
Or what's going on here?
Brunettes.
Like, I don't like their accents.
I hate them.
They're just bad.
These sweaty Spaniards.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyways, no, but like Penelope Cruz is a big one because I'm like she wasn't good, but now she's really good.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the Versace show. Is weird about his murder.
Oh yeah,
it was awesome, but she's so good in it. Like, it blew me away because I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm surprised
It's always
you watched
weird when that
well, you know, I'm not
happens.
surprised you watched it.
I
Yeah.
love that.
He watches boring stuff.
I love American Crime Story. I loved both seasons so far.
Okay.
It's been great. But anyway,
Yeah, no, Chris kind of prides himself on the boring aspect
he
of
does.
movies.
those aren't boring. Those TV shows are really engaging.
Yeah, says the boring guy.
Yeah.
Likes boring movies.
No, I don't. Well, yeah.
You should see his collection.
Oh no, you got a collection.
Well, I don't even think most of them are boring. I just think people that have to have action and stuff in these movies, like they'll be bored. I guess
Yeah.
But
I get what you're
they're
saying.
good movies.
Yeah.
Why I wouldn't watch them
Yeah.
if they suck.
Yeah, you like a good storyline.
I like a good everything. I pay attention to the camera work, the storyline, the acting, the directing, everything. But this movie, Black Widow, had all that.
Oh yeah.
Chris only plays video games for the story.
Yeah, I can't play like shooters. I don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
He plays Batman.
Oh yeah,
just
I
for the
played
story.
The Arkham's
Yeah.
over and over. I love the Arkham.
Those games are amazing, dude.
Such good storylines.
Oh, yeah.
They're so good at it. Anyway,
Yeah.
but anyway, Black Widow.
Stay on topic.
But yeah, so we talked about it. But David Harbour,
Yeah, David
so
Harbour,
good in this movie.
amazing.
He's so good in this movie,
Dude. I love how narcissistic and like self-absorbed he is.
When I fought Captain America, dude, I have a theory about how he fought Steve.
Okay.
Okay, I have to bring it up because I'll forget.
Wait, he
I've been
fought
so-
Captain America?
He said.
I thought.
Remember how he's saying it, and it seems like maybe he's lying because he's arm wrestling that dude, and he's like, He's talking about fighting Captain America. He's bragging.
Yeah.
And he's like, when did you fight Captain America? You know,
Because
and he's
Captain
like,
America
it
was still
in-
frozen.
I don't know. He's like somewhere in the 1980s, and he's like, Steve Rogers was still frozen, so it seems like he's lying, and he breaks that guy's arm.
Yeah.
And then but then he talks to Natasha. Has he ever talked about me?
Yeah.
Captain America. I know how he fought him, I think.
Okay, how?
Time travel. I think Steve wouldn't know this. If she asked Steve about him right now, Steve he wouldn't know who the fuck he was. But Steve at the end of Endgame, because right now in her timeline, this is right before Infinity War.
Old Steve.
And so I think he went at the end of Endgame. He goes to put the stones back, right?
Yeah.
But then he stays with Peggy.
Yeah.
And then I think he fought him in the 80s. Steve Rogers.
Where?
Old Steve.
Where would he fight him?
What do you mean? Anywhere. If they were doing
Well, the thing is, I
something,
thought he was locked up like the whole
What?
time. Didn't he say that like, oh yeah, I do all this stuff for him, I get the
He's been
things,
locked
and then he
up.
got locked up.
He's been locked up since the 90s because that's when the flashbacks took place. It was
Okay.
1995. So he's been locked up since a little bit after that.
Okay.
In the 80s, he was the Red Guardian, the Russian Captain America. And I think he fought old Steve Rogers. I think Steve came back to fight him. time travel. It was the
Why would he fight him though?
If he was doing something, if he had to be stopped
If he was still
for any reason, I don't know what the fucking Red Guardian was doing.
You're reaching.
I get it.
How am I reaching?
I get it.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
But the thing is like,
Why wouldn't
It's
he
time
fight him?
travel.
why would he fight? Yeah, why would he fight him though? Like if he's putting
'Cause
him,
he's
You want
still
me to
going
make up some kind of storyline? Maybe the Russians were doing something and they had to be stopped. That's why. That's why any superhero fights anyone. What are you talking
wouldn't
about?
that change the future?
Why
If
would
he
it
was
change the future?
Messing with stuff in the past.
He's been here, and it would have just made
So-
it how
so
it is.
you
because
agree that
Steve
it's a loop.
Rogers,
You agree that time
I
is a
believe
loop.
Steve Rogers is in the past.
Okay.
Okay, because he went back and stayed with Peggy, and now he stayed with her. So he's been in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all up to today.
Okay.
And he's the old Steve, though.
Okay.
So the Captain America we've been watching, that's his future, the living through
All
the
right.
whole past, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think he fought old Steve. That's the only way he did it.
Okay.
That's the only way he could have fought him is
All right.
the Steve that went back. So her Steve Rogers has not fought him yet, even though it's in the past.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
I think that's exactly
Not.
what happened. How is that not?
I'm just messing with
How?
you. Too.
I was like, what?
I'm just messing with you.
No, dude. I think
You know how I feel
my
about
theory
this.
is perfect.
You know how I feel
All right,
about.
let's not talk about it.
No, I think that Steve Rogers' timeline is a full loop, and
Yeah.
he's
No,
been there the
see,
whole
that's
time.
why
so
I agree with
he
that.
was
I agree with that
He
it's a
was
loop.
born in the 20s,
Yeah.
you know, and then
Got
got frozen, and then has
Came
been
back
all
in
the
the
way through
2000s,
here, and then went
yeah.
back in time and lived through the 40s again,
Yeah.
but as someone else,
And he just avoids himself throughout the history.
which would be easy.
Well,
'cause
no,
for
that's not
most of
true
it, he was
because when he
frozen.
went back, he fought himself.
What?
Remember,
In the-
he fights
in
himself.
2012.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, yeah,
What are you
you
talking
could
about?
encounter yourself. Like, I was thinking about the
Yeah, you
rules.
can
yeah,
encounter
you
yourself. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And he thought it was Loki, and he ended up, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That is America's ass.
Yeah,
So lame.
I thought it was funny.
No, it's funny. It's
thought it was a
funny.
good joke.
It's a lame joke, but it's
Yeah.
funny.
I liked the humor in this movie too.
Oh, God, it was so-
it
it was
wasn't
so good.
It wasn't over the top either.
Yeah.
because I feel like the Marvel movies are like, here's something awesome or dark,
Yeah.
and here's a dumb joke on top
Yeah.
because we don't want to get too serious.
Yeah.
This
Well, it-
movie fucking got serious.
Comes across as more cheesy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're like poking fun,
Or,
when
like-
it's supposed to be serious.
Yeah, like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Well,
and they
when-
kind of did when they talked about them taking their like reproductive organs
Yeah,
and stuff.
the- yeah,
they kind of joked a
uteruses.
little too much right there because I was like, that's dark.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe that's why they were. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're like, this is a
Yeah.
superhero movie.
Yeah, uh-huh.
This is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
But
I
they
thought
took
it-
that. That
I
was
thought it was
dark,
good.
but it was still kind of funny because she's trying to like. And it made sense because she's kind of making fun of him, like, "Oh, you didn't know? Well, they're gonna do that, you know." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Okay," because he thought, "No, I did great. I raised you up for a few years, and then put you in the program like I was."
Yeah.
Like he didn't think he did anything wrong.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, we're the bad guys." Like he honestly didn't
Yeah.
know until now that he's the bad guy, and that's
Yeah.
why he would have fought Captain America in the
Yeah.
'80s. You know, so.
Makes sense. Yeah,
And we don't know what old Steve Rogers was doing. Maybe he is a SHIELD agent. Maybe he wasn't
Yeah.
just doing nothing.
Yeah, we
Maybe
don't
he's
know.
kicking ass as someone else.
Yeah.
And just
Maybe he's Coulson this whole time.
no, you just wouldn't see him, and he would just not do Avengers shit. It would be
Yeah.
really easy to avoid Steve Rogers. You always know where he is. He's frozen for most of it,
Oh, yeah.
so you can just do whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then after he comes back, just
He probably has a dude.
just
He
don't
probably
be
had a
around.
journal. He did have a journal.
yeah. But he came back, and he's immediately in the Avengers. So just stay away from the fucking Avengers.
Yeah.
Who
He
cares?
probably remembers every single day that he came back. You know?
He was
But-
like a super soldier brain.
Like Florence Pugh. Is it Pugh?
Pew, I think.
Yeah. Dude, the comedy in this game or in this movie, I mean, it was like a sibling comedy. Like it was like them poking fun at each other. Like that's
Yeah.
that's
And their
what made it
dad.
so good.
Yeah, it was
oh,
wonderful.
you do the pose. You're a poser. Like that was my
pose
favorite.
thing
I love
was
that.
so good.
And then when she does
When
the pose,
she
she's
does
like,
it, I like when she did
yeah.
it slowly, and she's like, "You do this kind of," and she's showing her.
Yeah, she's like flipping her hair back.
You kind of put your leg over here. It's so funny.
oh my god.
That cracked me up.
Yeah, this movie deserves like 3 times. Like, I mean, I hope it does really, really good.
I do too.
Yeah, because it's that good.
Yeah, and
it's one of the best
and
Marvel
I really
movies I've
want Florence Pugh to be the new Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
I really, really hope.
Well,
she
yeah.
is.
If they do this Dark
or at least
Avengers,
something Widow.
yeah,
I don't care what color.
It's funny because I was trying to explain Dark Avengers to Nicole, and she's like, I don't
give a
was
shit.
Like, yeah, and like Bullseye, he becomes like Hawkeye, and like Bullseye has these powers, and
At least
she's
I'm
like,
not the only one.
She's like, I don't care who Bullseye is.
But yeah, well,
It's like Elektra.
They're getting people.
Yeah.
They have a Black Widow and a Captain America now.
Yeah, and if they bring in the symbiote,
what's a U.S. agent and
I
whatever
was
she's called.
a little disappointed though about this movie
What?
because Hawkeye didn't show up.
Yeah.
yeah. But dude, I love how they were showing his picture and it was just like sexy freaking Hawkeye in the rain, or
he was pointing a bow and arrow.
was he?
Yeah.
I thought I swear he was just like sexy.
He was holding a bow.
He wasn't bare chested.
No,
He was wearing his superhero suit.
You
the
sure?
purple, and was holding a bow.
What version of Black Widow were you watching? Because he
the
was
real one.
naked.
The real,
the real one.
on a bearskin rug.
And it was like, this is your target.
Yeah. She's like,
She's like,
Jeremy Renner with a dumb
I'm
haircut.
gonna pose on that.
Dude, I love Hawkeye, but that haircut's got to go.
You don't like that haircut?
Dude, I like it, but
The mullet?
get rid of the back, dude.
What? You don't like mullets?
I fucking hate it.
Hey, mullets are cool
It's
these
a
days.
mohawk mullet.
Stop.
I hated it.
If you come, you're gonna show
like
up
an
next
asshole.
weekend, and you're gonna have one of those haircuts.
No,
gonna
he's
be-
not.
Maybe I'll do it.
He's gonna be embarrassed when he goes back to his fucking family who are back, and he's covered in like Japanese tattoos and has a dumb haircut, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Don't do it.
And he's like, "I'm a serial killer now. I'm sorry."
It's like, don't do it. Don't do what?
Do you think he's still being?
Give me hope.
I loved his story so much, but I really. Do you think he's still Hawkeye, or do you think he's just like fuck this now? I'm being
What
with
were
my
they calling?
family."
What were they calling? Oh no, you're talking about like post
Clint
Endgame.
Barton, yeah.
I think he's just with his family because
Like, I
he
don't
went
think
how
he
many
would
years,
be-
right?
I don't
The
think he
blip?
would be helping
No
anymore.
He'd be
'cause
done.
You help save the world, and no. You help save the universe.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like, okay, we're done now.
Yeah, but I'm
He
sure.
he will become Hawkeye again. The
You
Hawkeye
know he would
series
come
is
back.
coming. It's a
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
It's one of the next series. Not
I
the next
hope
one.
it's good
I
because
do
this
too.
Loki series has upped the bar for what is great in the series.
Yeah,
aspect.
kind of.
What?
I don't know. Depending on how it ends, I think
So we
WandaVision
got
might
some
be
stuff to
the
talk
better
about.
show for me.
Okay, all right.
If it ends well, there's only one more episode, then maybe. But I still like WandaVision. But anyway, so because what the events in this movie, there are now several widows out there that are free.
Oh yeah,
So I was talking to Natalie last night,
thousands.
and just the free ones right there was like 50, you know. So like we don't know how trained the other ones are, but we know these ones are fully trained. They were on the ship, you know. So and they're now one of them is hunting Hawkeye, and you know they're all going to be helping each other and shit, right? So Natalie had a theory about a good idea
Well, I just had
for
a
Hawkeye.
name.
Yeah, she had a name that
had a
would be
name.
dope, and I was like, oh my god, I want to see this series or movie, you know?
Yeah.
So it
It was Hawkeye and the Widows.
Oh,
because they're gonna figure out he didn't kill her,
Yeah.
and she's gonna join Hawkeye, obviously.
Yeah.
What if he had a bunch of widows?
yeah. Well, that would just be like
And
a
they're just
Playboy
a
Hugh
team?
Hefner series. It
He's
would
just
just be
fucking-
them in a
Not
mansion.
like
I don't think he would
sexual.
be having sex
and he'd
with
be
them.
wearing the robe with a
dude.
bow and arrow.
No,
That's
dude,
the
I
series.
think Hawkeye with all the widows,
widows.
would be the shit because
He teams up.
No, yeah,
I
that
know-
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
because Hawkeye and Widow are partners always.
Yeah, and they- dude,
I would
also-
love to see him with all of them.
Yeah,
like
that'd be
that's
great.
his new team.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, I mean,
he's not
like-
going to be with the new Avengers. He doesn't give a shit about them.
I
He doesn't even know
love-
half of them.
I love in this movie how they bring back Budapest.
Well,
or
and they
whatever.
told us what happened.
Yeah, they never
Yeah.
show us what happened with her and Hawkeye there, but they
told us
they
how
reference it.
ended.
They always talk about it in the
was like an
movies, and then they
ongoing-
actually
Yeah.
show a little bit more about like
They
oh, yeah.
showed they fought there and he helped her and they
Yeah.
stayed in that place, but then it ended with her killing that girl. Well, she
Yeah.
thought. And so that was the dark part of Budapest. So
Yeah.
Budapest was probably just a basically what she went through in this movie. Just fighting,
Yeah.
fighting the
Hawkeye.
bad guys, fighting the Red Room people, you know. And then getting away and then killing that girl. That's what made it so.
Yeah.
That's the dark part of
Yeah, it
her
was
history.
like the yeah.
I love that she's always. I have read in my ledger. That's why she's a hero. She keeps saying that in the first Avengers movie. I have read in my ledger, and then in this one he's like, "Oh my god!" like Red Guardian. He's like, "You have been trained, and you're the best Black Widow that's ever been. Your ledger must be just dripping with red. Like it's a good thing." That's
He's so proud of it.
That's been her shame.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, it's so dope. It must be dripping with red, just red blood everywhere." Like, oh my god. Oh my god, he's so dope.
Yeah.
He's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love Red Guardian so much. He's so cool. I love it. I can't believe the Russians fully got Captain America serum. At first I was like, "Oh, they had a full serum?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, Bucky, duh."
Yeah.
Bucky has it.
Uh-huh.
He's Russian too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's from the Russian program.
Yeah,
They took him.
Well, that's what
made him the
Civil War
Winter
was all
Soldier.
about. That program. The
Well,
serum.
yeah, the other Winter Soldiers, but they never explained until kind of Falcon and Winter Soldier when they talk about the serum. They didn't really say that Bucky had a serum. I thought because it could have been just cybernetics. I wasn't sure if he was just a cyborg because he is, or what.
Yeah.
You know, but no, they're super soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
Full on. So that's nice to know.
Yeah, well, when he grabs a bike by the handles and flips it around,
Yeah,
jumps
but
on
with
it.
his metal arm. So I mean, if you're a cyborg, I could see a cyborg doing that, no problem. So why would they have? What's the difference?
Maybe.
Whatever. No, it's like as a cyborg could whatever. You know, it would be the same thing, but he's both, I guess. So that's kind of cool. But I think that makes it so are the widows. Why would the widows not be? Plus, there's no way a normal person could survive the shit that these widows went through in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like that car flipped like 8 times and they're like, well, let's go.
Yeah.
I have
Just
a
walk
cut,
away
and she
from
had
it.
a cut on her arm.
Yeah, I love
That's
how.
it.
Well, I mean,
she
she
had
was
to get some
Yeah,
stitches.
she was
That's
just like buckle up.
Yep.
Like she knew exactly what was gonna happen. You know.
so good.
Yeah. God, dude. That. Oh my God. Taskmaster, dude. So
Yeah, let's actually talk about Taskmaster. Did you liked the twist, now?
I did.
Yeah. And then
You had no idea.
I had no idea.
I feel like an idiot now, I guess. I did not know.
Well, last time you told me that it was.
I
like
thought
a
it was
girl.
gonna be a girl.
You were like, "Oh, it's gonna be a girl," and I was like, in my head, I was like,
Yeah.
"It probably is."
Yeah,
like,
I told
that's
him-
a tall ass girl, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's clearly like a dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's all ripped.
Yeah.
Why would they make the body like that? But it's for the
confuse
twist.
you, yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah,
It's weird.
Usually they have like the armor with the boobs.
Yeah,
that's how you know.
That's
if it's
I
a
guess
girl
that's
or a guy.
why. But it was
But they
also
didn't do
like
it this
just
time.
jacked.
Yeah.
So it's like it was clearly like for the twist.
Yeah.
You know, to throw
So-
people off the scent.
so
to make
was-
it look more like a man,
Yeah.
but then not too much. Where it's weird, like huge, like fucking, like Steve Rogers,
Those
just
giant,
wide,
shoulders.
Fuck that,
Yeah,
but like
broad shoulders.
So
So
it wasn't
my
insane.
question.
Plus, we don't know how much of her body is there. She could,
Yeah.
because she's clearly a cyborg. Because they
That's
upload
true.
things
That's
into
true.
her. That's
Maybe,
how
yeah.
she learns the moves.
So
Taskmaster can usually just watch, but
Yeah.
so can she in a way.
So my question is:
Yeah.
Is Taskmaster like superhuman?
In the comics,
Yeah. Well, I mean, no. Well, like so he's super strong, too.
yeah, he's
Because
like,
in this movie,
he's
he like pushes
enhanced.
her like super far.
Oh,
like,
in this
right?
movie,
is,
she's
like,
clearly
super-
enhanced. Yeah. But I think the widows are slightly enhanced too. But I think this is cyborg shit.
Okay.
That's why because she's very cybernetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because like everything, she was basically a robot that was kind of the mind control.
Okay.
But it's also her body. Like she put the sword in her back and it just folds up.
I thought it was like a backpack or something, like a cybernetic backpack.
But the backpack's there, yeah. But it kind of the sword folds because
Yeah.
it wasn't
So
long.
badass.
And then I don't know. She just seems like she's metal, and her hands are kind of metal looking.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know how much of a
She's
body she has.
More like stiff, rigid
Yeah.
than just a normal
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
human
she's just in a suit.
or a normal widow.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
partially
Well, that
her
makes sense
body.
'cause, like,
and they
it-
can reform it, you
Yeah.
know, to make it. So I bet you next
Yeah.
time we see her, she'll be more feminine looking.
You think so?
Yeah, because now we know. So
So
you
we
know what I
got
mean?
sexy Taskmaster.
Yeah, hell
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Hell
I
yeah.
want to see that, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised they didn't do more with the actress that plays her because she's a good
Natalie's
actress.
so uncomfortable. She was like, oh,
I was surprised that that's all they did with that actress, though. She barely gets a role in that movie. Barely.
Yeah, but it fits the role, though.
Oh,
That's
it's
like,
great,
yeah.
but she's such a good actress. I'm surprised they didn't free her sooner. You know what I mean? But I love that they did save her. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I thought it was great. The twist did bother me with Taskmaster a little bit.
Really?
Because it takes away, like, the darkness of that Budapest mission. I thought it was more interesting if she did kill that girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's the whole reason she's been a superhero this whole time. And now it kind of softens that punch. It's like,
Well, it gives her kind of like a
softened it a
respite
bit.
from
It's
like
nice.
her red in her ledger. Right?
Yeah, good for her. I just am saying, I thought it'd be better narrative wise. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I did like it. It's just a slight thing. You know, I don't hate the twist that Taskmaster is that girl that she thought she killed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just like like how I thought 3 years would have been better if it was 5 or 6.
It's just a small detail.
Small thing. Who cares? You know what I mean?
It doesn't
'Cause
make or
I
break
still,
the movie.
Yeah, I still loved it.
Yeah. So okay, so there was that part where like the ship or whatever island in the sky is falling apart, right?
That was
Fucking
weird.
badass. I like it.
I like it because with that type of technology is established in this universe, like the helicarriers. We've seen those since Avengers.
Yeah,
So,
but so as it's coming down, right?
Yeah.
And she comes and sees Taskmaster in that cell, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm gonna help
won't
you.
leave you."
Yeah, I won't leave
Yeah.
you." And when the Taskmaster gets out, he's about to like whip her ass, or she's about to whip her ass, right? And that part like just rips off, right? And you're like, "Oh, they don't get to have that final fight, right?"
Oh yeah.
Dude, I had no clue. I was like, oh, they're just probably going to save it for, I don't know, maybe later. I don't know. Maybe they won't fight, right? They ended up having an aerial fight in the sky.
So nuts.
That was so cool.
like, my mind was blown, dude. I was like, not only are they going to have a final fight, but they're going to fight mid-drop from the sky. Like, they're just going to be
So
fighting in the
cool.
air.
With no parachute.
Oh my God. I was
love
losing
this, guys.
it. I was losing it.
When I saw it in the trailer, them in the sky and her grabbing onto stuff, I was like, that's a little much for
That's why
Black
you don't-
Widow.
Yeah.
That's
But
why you
then-
don't watch trailers.
But in context
smart.
and seeing the movie, it's like, oh yeah, she's more enhanced than a person because she's a Black Widow, you know? So I'm like, so they all can kind of do, and she's the best. And it wasn't too outlandish either. You know, they landed on that one thing as it's falling, but so what?
Yeah.
It's falling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to jump out of something as it's
test it out.
exploding. See if it can happen. You know, who gives a shit? It's a superhero movie, and it really felt like a superhero movie.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
that fight was fucking awesome.
Yep.
It was
Badass.
great.
This movie I cannot believe how much it blew
Start to
me away.
finish.
Yeah.
Start to finish.
And they tied everything together. The family dynamic, the characters, the arc of every character essentially was all there.
Yep.
Everything was there.
Everything
super
paid
well
off.
written. Yeah.
Yep.
It ended with the fireflies. So that was just like, I was like, Jesus Christ,
It
this
just
is perfect.
brought it all
This is a
around.
masterpiece.
Yeah, someone really, really took their time on this script.
Oh, well, yeah.
I really
You know what I
like
mean?
love it.
that,
Love it.
You know, loves this family dynamic and she's all about it and everything, but she still considers the Avengers her family.
Yeah. She's like, I have two families.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm sure I don't know, and I don't know even which one she's closer to.
Yeah.
You know, because she really has love for both sides. You know, and I think it's
Yeah.
just, and it's kind of different.
Yeah.
It's a
It is
different,
very
if
different.
it's a different kind of love.
Yeah, and it's probably just equal.
Yeah.
You know, it's really great.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
nice
think-
to see that for her, and then seeing her grave at the end. I was like,
Oh my
fuck,
God.
man, I
Made me
hate
cry.
this.
Yeah, it really
I
bummed me
really
out.
hate this.
Yeah.
You did, yeah. Natalie
I
teared
cried.
up.
I always
Yeah,
cry,
She
though.
cried.
Yeah. I felt like I was going to cry. Dude, the
It's
whole
so
story
sad.
of like taking children from their families
So
or especially
evil,
like
dude.
like
and that they took her as like a baby.
yeah,
Apparently,
dude.
That's why she's the best. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But god damn, and even the mom, she's like, I was through the program 4 times before
Yeah.
you were even born.
So
So it's
crazy.
like they fucked her up too.
Yeah.
This evil ass fucking guy. Do you know what? The villain was a little underwhelming.
You think so?
I wasn't, because I was like, oh, he's not that scary. I was like, get away from her, you fucking weirdo.
It was all up in her face, like, always.
But then they explained the pheromone thing, and I'm like, oh, he's trying to get the pheromones on her, so so she couldn't hurt him.
Yeah,
because it was the brainwashing.
It was
That's
Russian.
Cool that she still had brainwashing.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, she still has programming.
Yep.
So Bucky's probably fucked.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not the same guy, but it's the same country
probably,
and stuff.
yeah.
But he was cured by in Wakanda, so who knows?
Yeah.
But still.
What crap, what was I gonna... Oh yeah, dude, this guy was straight up Russian Hollywood Tony.
Dude, he was
I was
let me tell you something, you fucking widows.
Oh God.
I was telling
kill these people and you're not gonna touch me, you fucking cocksucker.
All right, I'm done now.
Dude, I was the whole time I was like, this is Chris. This is Chris doing his Hollywood Tony impression in Russian, I guess.
Yo Black Widow. Widow. Show me your paws.
Oh my God.
Paws and widow whores.
Oh my God.
That's my thing. You fucking cocksucker.
Oh my God.
Natalie hates Hollywood Tony
man.
so much.
Yeah. Do you do it all the time?
Yes, he does.
Oh my God.
He does it at home.
Well, not really much anymore, but I did practice it at home before I
He doesn't
did
do
on
it
the
as much
podcast.
now because I told him I hated it.
Is that why your voice was so coarse that one time when you came back? You're like,
dude,
Yes.
you're like, your voice is out. I've been doing Hollywood Tony for 24 hours.
Well, I kept getting like these sinus things and they'd mess up my throat too, after a while. And I just kept fucking getting them because the weather was changing.
And he kept practicing.
Yeah,
probably that too. But then but it was like our first 5 episodes. I sound different in each of them. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
God damn it. I have such bad allergy. I'm stuffed up right now.
Oh, man.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But I think I sound pretty normal. I hope. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she just hates fucking Hollywood Tony.
I love
Her
it.
name's Tony.
Dude.
Hey, you're widow. Not you. The other widow. I got 500 fucking widows that call them my whores. Why do you call them that, Tony?
Oh,
Get the fuck out of my office, you fucking... my floating office, you motherfucker.
My floating office.
wow.
Oh my
I
God.
keep fucking hitting this thing. It's driving me nuts. I keep
Sorry.
hitting my microphone. It's driving me nuts because it's different.
It's new.
from
It's
what
new.
it was.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can't stop. I can't.
Yeah, I set him up to
I
fail.
guess I touch a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
move
talk
a
with your
lot.
hands.
Yeah, I do. I know. I talk with my hands for you, the audience,
Yeah.
listening. That can't.
Well,
fucking
it's
see me
entertaining
'cause
for
I'm
us,
smart.
so-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But you really thought that he was underwhelming?
I just didn't think he was very scary.
Well, yeah.
And so, and I like that he died and we got to watch him blow up. And and they had to soften it. It couldn't be like, have you seen The Interview with Seth Rogen and James Franco? Have you seen that?
No.
No, it's like when they go to North Korea and they kill Kim Jong-il and it's so graphic, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And you just see every second of his body just exploding and the blood coming out. It's so fucking
It's
funny.
really graphic.
And it's so funny though. It's played so funny.
Yeah.
And then and it has the Taylor Swift song playing
Yeah.
that he loved. But then but in this movie it was kind of the same thing. Like you watch this guy blow up, but
Yeah.
they can't be that graphic.
Yeah.
Because it's a Marvel movie, but they did enough where you see him engulfed in flames, you see his glasses fly off and melt. So that was cool. But I really wanted her to fucking kick his ass more.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted her
The
to
satisfaction
fucking kill him. Yeah. With
Yeah.
her
her
hands.
I think
doing it.
everyone wanted,
I wanted,
that, and we didn't
I
get
was a
that.
little sad
Yeah.
that she didn't kill him with her bare hands.
What was it?
Because she deserved that. 'Cause
Yeah.
when he was hitting her, I was like, "Oh, I hate this motherfucker."
Oh yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I was so mad.
Well, they
was too.
did a great job of making you hate him.
yeah.
Yes.
Because
And
like
it's-
this
and
whole
it's
like
creepy that he's a dude.
Yeah.
And he has all these women that can.
Well, it's like
anything he wants.
my God,
all the
so
time. And you
slimy
know,
and
you
gross.
know what
Oh,
he's doing
yeah.
to him, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know what they're doing for him all the time
like-
because they're all these sexy young girls, and he's just the sweaty fat guy in charge.
Of course.
I'm right in your fucking face, bitch. What you gonna fucking do about it?
And the fact that they're attracted to his pheromones,
yeah,
you know?
And
So
they
it's
get
like,
hurt.
And his hormones.
yes, and his hormones.
Listen, you're gonna touch my tiny dick, and you're not gonna make fun of it. You understand?
Yeah. No. So that scene where he's flying off and it's about to his helicopter's about to explode. I was like, well, he survived before. Right when I said, but before it exploded, I was like, oh, never mind. Dude, me and
I was
Nicole were
thinking that
laughing
too.
so hard because I was like, well, he survived. Oh, okay, never mind. Dude, that's so funny.
I was so glad that he fucking out, but that motherfucker,
Yeah.
fuck him.
Yeah.
It's so creepy, and that's obviously on purpose.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. You have to put this piece of shit looking guy in charge.
Oh, yeah.
because it's creepier, and it makes it gross that
Mm-hmm.
he's doing this to these.
And you're like
girls.
rooting for him to die.
Yeah, and when he's hitting her, it's just more gross, and I just loved it. I love that he gets his comeuppance.
Yep.
And she does fuck him up a bit. That was
Yeah.
nice. When she hit him, I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh yeah, when she severs the
I
nerve,
was
dude.
so
Yeah.
happy. I was like,
Oh, that
fuck.
was so badass.
And then she was
awesome.
calling him a pussy when he's hitting her. And it's true. He didn't sever the nerve. She thought he could do it. She's like, I thought you would do it. And that's why she was letting him hit her.
Yeah.
But my God,
Yep.
insane.
Yeah.
But
He
I was
hit her,
so-
what, like 4 times and still couldn't do it.
Yeah, I know. He kept hitting. She's like, oh, you're weak. And he's just, you call me weak, you fucking bitch. Like, he was so mad.
Even when he was like enraged, he
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
And then she did it herself.
She did it
and
just
kicked the
slamming
shit
her
out of
face
his
on the table.
fucking sweaty ass, dude.
Oh, man.
They did. I love the way they did the villain. I just wish she
Yeah.
would have killed him.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see her just break his fucking knees and shit.
Yeah.
Because I just hated him so much. So I guess they did a really good job with the villain.
Yeah.
Because I was a fucking pissed. So
Yeah.
every
Well,
time I saw
when you
him,
bring in child trafficking, essentially.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that, dude. That song, the Nirvana song that they were playing at the beginning too, was so fitting.
That was awesome.
Holy shit! And I was wearing my Nirvana socks too. Coincidentally,
Oh,
I was like,
shit.
what the hell?
And
It's like, this is perfect.
The lyrics to that are so great
Yeah.
for it when you actually listen to them and they're sang like that.
yeah.
Softer and different, you know, that cover of Nirvana was really great.
Yeah, goosebumps. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. This movie blew my pants off. Blew my pants
Oh,
off.
he had a boner. That's weird. Yeah, I was watching that guy just slap the shit out of Scarlett, and I couldn't handle myself.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Hey, call back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. WTFisodes.
That's how turtles come. Oh yeah, Natalie.
Yeah.
Looked up the turtle dicks.
Oh my gosh.
After
why-
Natalie, why would you do that?
After listening
Why would
to
you
us
tell
talk about
anyone?
Why would you do that, Natalie?
what did
Okay,
they-
no.
Describe them to us.
No, let me tell you. Before you guys actually talked about that, I actually saw a video
Right.
of somebody pulling them apart.
What? Before?
Pulling them
Before
apart,
you
like
guys talked about
killing turtles?
No. Like they were having
Pulling
sex.
dicks
Pulling his
apart?
dick
and
out
they were having
of the
sex
other
and
one.
pulled them out.
Oh.
And I looked it up to show Chris, not
But then-
to, because I already
Dude,
knew
I'll
what
t-
it looked
Yeah,
like.
okay. She looked it up to show me, and dude, I've never seen it. She didn't show me shit.
You did
so,
too.
So no, I didn't. You never showed me the fucking video.
I didn't show you the video, but I show you, pictures.
No, you told me about it. I have never seen the turtle dick.
No, I
you
know.
didn't
I
show
didn't,
me.
I didn't
You were
show
going
you the video.
to.
I didn't show you
She's
the
like,
video.
I looked it up to show Chris. I've never seen it. You fucking liar.
I didn't. I showed you pictures of it, but not
You
the
did
video.
not.
Not the video.
Two conflicting stories.
Uh-huh.
And you always believe me, right?
Yeah. I believe her more than I believe you, Chris.
Fuck this. Shit.
Man, do we have any scenes or parts of the movie that stick out that we haven't talked about already?
I don't know. I love the hand-to-hand combat in that safe house when the
yeah.
first time they see each other.
Oh,
When
so
she
good.
throws her through that fucking doorway,
Yeah.
and that poor stunt double hit head and
Oh
legs
my
on,
God, it's
and
so
just-
brutal, dude. Onto
that
the
stunt
table,
double
too.
got fucked up.
Oh my God.
They hurt that person that day.
Yeah.
'cause
That's
that
when I
looked
knew.
amazing.
That's when I knew that this movie was amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, I was waiting for the moment where the movie got a little like cheesier and softer.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that because I was like, oh, that was a great opening. We've seen this in Marvel movies
You were
before,
wrong.
where it's like really good, and then it gets to a point where it's like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it kind of
It's never
tapers.
bad.
Yeah.
They've never made a bad movie, not
Yeah,
yet.
no.
So, but this movie never let up. It was like, oh, this is really great.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
There
this
was a
is
good
really
balance.
great. Oh, this is really great. The whole time I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Like, it
yeah.
just kept going. And then
Uh-huh.
by the end, like not even the end, but by halfway, I'm like, okay, it's just gonna be good.
It's just the shit.
I stopped waiting
just-
for
he
it.
just
Yeah, I was
gave
like,
in.
This is gonna be the shit.
Yeah.
And it was.
Also,
It's my favorite since Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Of like the action.
Yeah, no, this movie,
It's
top 5, maybe top 3, my favorite
This
Marvel
is my
movies ever.
This is my second favorite for sure solo movie.
Oh yeah,
Like if you don't count the Avengers movies,
Yeah.
this is definitely my second favorite. My favorite is Winter Soldier.
really?
Oh, dude, it's written. I think it's written just as well as this
Okay.
with
My
Steve
favorite-
Rogers' ideals and
Yeah.
and his being pulled apart and like
Oh yeah,
it's about kind of like loyalty.
yeah.
Who is he loyal to? You know, his best friend or them or whatever. You know, and he chooses both. He doesn't have to choose. Like he's Captain America. Like he's
Yeah.
you know, he's the moral center of this universe. Or
Yeah.
he was. You know, so. I don't know. Give it a rewatch because
Yeah.
it's really good. But this, I think, this is up there with it.
Oh,
This
so
is
good.
a really, really good movie. I can't believe it. How good it was.
Yeah. I can't
I
either.
don't know if it's in my top 3 because it's like because the Avengers, like I really liked Infinity War, and
Yeah.
I liked Endgame, and like I think they've just been on such a high lately.
Yeah.
I
that
like
I
all
can't
of them,
decide.
but for like different reasons.
Yeah.
You know,
for
and so it's
different
kind of
reasons.
hard to
Like gauge
pick.
them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick one.
Right. I think this is probably the best written
Yeah.
of all of.
I'll
maybe
have
all of
to
them.
watch it again, but like first impressions, this movie so damn.
It blew
good.
me away.
So
That was
good.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
And I had low expectations.
I did too.
Dude, when they
It was
announced
like,
it,
it's
I
just
was like,
Black
how
Widow.
good can this be? Like, how
Oh.
good can this solo movie
I was like,
be?
this is gonna be like all the other solo movies,
Yeah.
especially first ones.
Oh, yeah.
So it's gonna be like it should have existed back in Phase 1.
Yeah, like an origin
You know?
type.
I've
But no,
always
this
been
was the
rooting
shit.
for Black Widow. So.
Oh, yeah,
So
me
you-
too. Me
Well,
too.
and, like it's your favorite event. She's your favorite Avenger.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love Scarlett Johansson, so
Yeah.
I want her to succeed in every way possible. So that's why
And
I was really like,
If this is the last time she gets to play her, this was fucking great way to
yeah.
go out.
Oh
It was
yeah,
a good send out.
yeah.
she deserved it.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean?
She's
She
been there-
deserved this film.
She's been there since Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
You know? That's so long ago.
Basically the
Crazy.
When
beginning.
I was so excited to
Yeah.
see her too. I was like, oh, when is she gonna be Widow? When is she gonna be Widow?
Yeah.
Because they showed it in the fucking trailers. It's a twist in Iron Man 2. I hate when movies do that. They do this so much where there's a twist in the movie or an interesting development. And they show it in the trailer, so you already know, but then the movie's playing it like, who is she?
Oh, yeah.
And then it's Black Widow at the end. But it's like, yeah, I know it's Black Widow. You showed us and have been talking about how she's playing Black Widow.
Yeah.
So why did you not just tell us from the beginning?
Yeah.
Write your movie differently or don't fucking show us.
Yep.
But anyway, I was very excited to see her as Black Widow, and I loved it every time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the first Avengers movie, she has great stuff too. Like she's always had great parts, but just not enough.
Yeah.
And now we got it
Yeah.
because it was one flashback in Avengers 2, the Age of Ultron, when she has one flashback to the Red Room stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the only fucking time we've seen anything about it
Right.
for 13 or 14 years now of these movies.
Yeah.
What the fuck? But finally we got it.
Yeah.
A whole movie about destroying the Red Room.
Yeah.
So, because fuck, the Red Room's like the rape room. It's just, it is.
Oh god, yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Yeah. So
this movie was crazy, man. Is there any other actors we haven't talked about in this?
I mean, we didn't
I
talk
don't
about
think
Rachel
so.
Weisz enough, I feel like, but
She was great.
yeah.
I really, yeah. The pig stuff, what the fuck? The pigs. And then she's like, don't breathe. And it just falls over. I was like, oh my God. Oh no, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He
I was
still
like-
has 11 seconds. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I was so confused. I was like, is she a truffle farmer now? Like, what's going on? Is this going to be like a prequel to the pig movie that's coming out?
But it was the mind control stuff.
Yeah.
It was all connected. Everything was.
Yeah.
Even the fucking pigs are connected. You know?
Yeah.
It's great.
God damn, dude, this movie.
The only thing it was missing, honestly, was a cameo from Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And only at the end. I didn't want him to come in and save the day.
No.
That would ruin the movie. I'm literally talking about like the end credits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or he could have. Where was he though? Yeah, he only the end credits would make sense.
Okay.
Because while she's around in the movie, he would be in house arrest with his family. Mm-hmm. You know, because he was arrested but they got him out. And he's with his family, but like they let him be with his family on his farm, but he couldn't leave that area. Same with Ant-Man and everyone. Mm-hmm. So the only time it would make sense for him to be away from his family would be end credits.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe it is leading up to her meeting him because there is the Hawkeye series coming.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what it's about.
Well,
maybe we're going to
I hope
see the
so.
new Widow go try to kill him in this.
That'd be great.
Maybe that's what makes him get his bow and arrow again, is because he's attacked. And so he's like, okay, I got to go find this bitch.
Yeah.
And then they can team up, obviously, eventually against whatever.
Yeah. Well, I hope they don't ruin it, because if they're doing the Dark Avengers, like they still have to like Osborn becomes Iron Man.
Well, you know, but they haven't even introduced a hint of Green Goblin in this universe. Like, and I hate that Spider-Man doesn't have the Goblin. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
And I know there's like, whoa, the Goblin got overused. So it's like, yeah, but do the real Goblin now.
Yeah.
Give us the fucking Goblin. It's pissing me off. Like, he doesn't. I want Dr. Octopus. I want the Goblin. I'm sick of these fucking D-list fucking villains. Give me them now.
Yeah.
Like, I like you start with the Vulture. That's great. You know, Mysterio next. I was like, fuck.
But at least hint at the Goblin.
You know, but and Octopus.
Yeah,
the Goblin and Octopus
Oscorp.
are his arch enemies. Like, they're kind of equal.
They're working up to it. Don't worry.
No, they're not. They haven't hinted them, and I don't think they're going to introduce them for a long time. Not by Spider-Man 3. So there better be Spider-Man 4 then, because I want to see these fucking characters.
Well, Sony does like Spider-Man, so.
I know, but I want it to be this Spider-Man. That's what I'm scared of. But
they'll get to it,
just
like
give us
Natalie's
these
saying.
fucking
They will.
man.
Just chill.
They will. 5 years from now,
I hope
5 years from
when
now.
Tom Holland has gray hair.
Yeah. I want them to have the Goblin. Obviously, Norman Osborn is a huge Marvel villain.
Oh, yeah.
And they are kind of lacking on villains right now. They've used so many. So many are dead because they've been making these movies for so long.
Yep.
And then, but Dr. Octopus, it'd be cool if his arms were like Hammer tech.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
Justin Hammer. Dude, he's coming back.
Yeah, you were saying the Armor Wars, right?
He's gonna be in Armor Wars and in one of the movies too. I can't remember, but they really they're bringing back everyone that was special back then, you know, because they're bringing back all the Hulk characters too. So
Abomination.
Yep, it's gonna be fun. Abomination in Shang-Chi and in the Hulk series.
Oh shit,
the She-Hulk.
I'm excited for the She-Hulk series.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
I'm really excited for that.
There's so many cool characters. All the characters are back.
Oh man,
I love that in Black Widow we got General Ross again.
Yeah.
Well, no, now he's Secretary Ross, but still, it's Ross. Hunting the.
So okay, I got a question about
Hulk.
that.
I'm like, where's his daughter? And why isn't she with Bruce Banner right now? It's pissing me off.
I got a question about the
General Ross?
ending of Black Widow where she's like, everyone go, get away, and I'll stay. Right? Did he just let her go?
Ross?
No, yeah. Like, did Ross just let her go? Like because they're trying to catch her. Like
At the end, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't.
When the U.S. troops are coming in, or the Secret Service, when they're coming to the wreckage, and then she's like, everyone's leaving on that ship, and she stays.
Okay.
Did she run away? Did she like beat all their asses? Like, what happened? That's what I was like, how did she get out of that? Like, there's like 20 cars.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like something about it if we watch Infinity War again. Because I can't remember it. Because it explained how she got the jet. Because they had she and Steve had the jet. And somehow,
also, who is that guy?
I know.
Who the hell is this guy?
I forgot. I was gonna look it up and see. If he's like a Marvel character.
The whole time I was like,
he's a Marvel character?
He wants sexual favors from her.
Oh yeah.
And like he's trying to one up, like trying to impress her, but she always acts unimpressed.
Well, she friend zoned him.
Yeah. But
she's just letting him know, like, you're not getting anything.
That's why he's always sleeping, because he's like hoping that maybe
she'll lay next to him
and cuddle with him at least.
He's faking. He's like Just looking at her, peeking out, fucking snoring.
Yeah, but I did like his character.
Yeah, he was fun.
Yeah,
he was fun.
Cool. Yeah.
He has to be a Marvel character.
Yeah, some kind of
I did
like
look it up though. And
black market guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a minor thing, you know. There's always these minor people that do kind of cool things, you know. Like there's the supervillain, the Gladiator, but then he kind of just stopped being that and make super suits.
Yeah.
And he was in Daredevil. He made his suit.
Oh
you know?
yeah, that guy was cool.
Yeah, like there's little tiny things like that. There's the Tinkerer, and he just makes things for other villains.
for
you know,
Vulture,
he doesn't actually do things himself, but he makes for every villain. In we've seen him in the movies, but only for Vulture. But we'll see him again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna see more spider characters. I hope. I want Vulture to come back too.
I want X-Men. That's
Dude,
what I want.
I
want X-Men.
I want X-Men and Fantastic Four right now.
Well, I want X-Men more than Fantastic Four.
Because I think the Fantastic Four open the cosmic realm, like they deal with it more, so it'd be closer to Earth now.
Okay.
Like more tied into Earth now. You know, I just think it'd be fun to see the Fantastic Four get their cosmic powers. I'm hoping they already have them, you know, and we just don't know them yet. Because Reed Richards, he's the smartest man on the planet.
Yeah.
You know, and I want Galactus and I want the Silver Surfer and that's all Fantastic Four stuff, you know? So all that stuff would be, Kang is Fantastic Four originally. Like there's you know, but that's not the way it's going to be in the movie. But who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Fuck Kang. But no, Kang, I think Kang's going to be really cool in the movies.
Yeah.
And
I hope so.
because he's just like a one-note villain, and he doesn't show up very much in modern comics. He's kind of an old-school thing, but yeah, we'll see. But anyway, back to this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about it, Natalie?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think we
Have we talked about pretty much everything?
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was really fun.
It was a good movie.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it.
It made me happy, excited, sad, every fucking emotion. I loved it.
Great writing, great directing.
The acting was
everything together.
The acting was out of the world, out of
my
this world.
God.
Every
So
fucking
good.
person in this movie
So good.
is the shit. They were all so good.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Even Russian Hollywood Tony.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That guy was creepy as fuck. They played him like a fucking human worm.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man. God,
It was
dude.
good though.
Yep, it was great.
All right, let's do ratings then.
Ratings. You want to go first, Nye?
No.
No? Okay. all right. I'll go first. Out of 10? Well, no, fuck. This is 10. I love this movie.
Oh my God.
Wow.
A 10?
Holy cow.
This movie, I love it.
Holy shit.
It's my I told you it's my
WTFisodes first 10 out of 10.
It's my
Wow.
favorite. It's my favorite since Winter Soldier. I fucking love it.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
What are you doing? You
I'm
versing
doing
me?
something. No. I'm
You gonna
versing
fight
you.
me on this?
No. I think we deserve an applause.
The first 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I love it. 10.
Man.
And maybe it'll go down when I watch it again. Maybe I'm just too excited about it.
Yeah.
But it won't go down much.
Yeah.
You know? So 10.
Okay.
I'm confident in it. If it goes down,
my
it'll be
gosh.
like a 9. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit? You know? So, yeah. First 10.
Damn, that's
That's
crazy.
right.
Wow. Making history here.
10.
Episode 13.
10.
Yeah, we need a button for that.
Yeah.
Should I go? You want to
Yeah,
go?
go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm giving it. So last night after watching it, I was like, I think this is an 8.5
Oh, nice.
out of 10. I was like, this is insane how good this movie was.
Yeah.
How much it blew me away. But I don't even, at the same time, it's like, what is a 10? What is a 10?
I think if you don't have any gripes with the film in the end, I had nothing. Like, and it was really like maybe 8.5, 9, something like that. But then the acting really, really struck me.
I think talking about it
really got me.
Talking about it now and going over the scenes and kind of reliving it. I think I have to up it from an 8.5 to like a 9.5 because I don't know what a 10 is because this was so good.
Okay.
So I'd say 9.5. I think the only I'm trying to think of what I had a gripe with.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think it was that ending part where they leave
and they don't explain
and
what
they don't
General
explain
Ross
what
does.
happened. Yeah, I don't understand that part that much. But yeah, 9.5.
I wonder if they say something that we missed in this movie, or in next time we see her would be Infinity War.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch Infinity, at least the first part of it again, to see what's going on with her.
For Wanda
when she shows up to save Wanda. Yeah,
I don't think they explain it. I don't think so.
They kind of talk about where they've been and stuff, and how they've gotten the others. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so
let's do this. Yeah.
I'm going back and forth between 9.5 and a 10.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
But I'm going to say 9.5 only because I really wanted to see Hawkeye.
Oh
shit! They
damn.
did.
So that is the only reason
we did have a gripe.
9.5.
Not bringing it down. I'm good.
Chris isn't budging.
9.5.
9.5.
All right.
That's it.
That's your only gripe with the film.
That is.
Yeah.
It's the only one.
No Hawkeye.
Yep.
Yeah, and take note that we haven't watched it another time. So, like you said, it could go down,
right?
Could go up. Who knows?
Yeah, I might be at an 11.
Yeah, that could be just off the chart.
That's right. No, I mean, it might go down, but it's not going to go down a lot. It's still going to be one of my top Marvel films for sure.
Oh yeah,
one of my top.
God damn, this movie. Yeah, it's so good.
In the solo films, it's a flip of the coin. It's like half are good, half are bad. Not bad, half are meh, and half are awesome. Yeah. You know, it's really weird.
Yeah,
how it's like they're middle of the road or great, but they're never like, oh, it was like really good or something. It's like mid or awesome.
Yeah,
it's never bad or just, it's so weird how they are. Yeah. But whatever. Because at least, because they always care about the movies. Maybe it just doesn't work out. Like I didn't think Ant-Man and the Wasp was very good. It was fine.
I liked it. Yeah,
it was fine.
Yeah.
Same with
I never hated
Captain
any
Marvel was
movie.
fine. But then like Winter Soldier, great. Black Widow, great. Like out of nowhere, Thor Ragnarok, great. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's very weird.
It's just whatever.
But at least it's because they care.
Yeah.
So
as they should.
Far,
as every IP should be taken. They should handle it with care. They should think more about how things are going to fit.
How do you think this is going to be? Like the MCU, it's a big deal, right? It's this huge cinematic universe all tied together and all this shit. But like, how long do they keep doing this?
Forever.
You know what I mean?
They have source material for
source material for a long time. But how long are the movies going to be successful? How long are they going to be good? How long? Because eventually Kevin Feige is going to retire. Guy in charge. Who knows what's going to happen? I just wonder, where is it going? And will they at least, I'm scared that one day it's going to just fizzle out. Yeah. But I'm hoping that it's going to, when they they're going to end it in a big bang, like another end game situation.
I don't think it's ever going to end because look at Star Wars.
How would it
look at Star Wars?
How will it never end? This connected universe. I mean, without reboots or anything.
Yeah. Well, again, like I'm saying,
because then you'll lose characters too. Eventually,
they're not going to.
These people are going to retire and stuff, and no one's going to watch movies about the fucking Eternals forever. You know what I mean? Or all these cosmic characters, and that's all that's there. And that one's all the weird shit out there. No one's really going to get into it.
Yeah.
When Spider-Man is gone, when you know what I mean, when all these people are gone.
Yeah.
A lot of the time too, though.
Especially Spider-Man.
You gotta.
Oh, do you know what?
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Quit while you're ahead, because if it just fizzles out, then they're gonna end up losing money, and
I just wonder how long it's gonna sustain itself.
Care.
I don't have an issue.
I don't think it will last forever.
You think so?
I don't. I think eventually it'll slow down enough that they'll put
an end to it,
and that's when the monster universe takes over.
Right? Yeah. but then I'm thinking maybe they'll try to restart somewhere.
Yeah, maybe that's when DC takes over. You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
DC gets their shit together.
Yeah, maybe.
I think there will always be superhero films, of course, and then DC. Because I just don't think the MCU is forever. But I do think it's going to go on for a very long time. And it's going to be really interesting. Think of that. Like, this one series went 30 years. That'd be nuts. Yeah, But it depends on how they're thinking about it. Because then I just thought in my head, like, no one would watch it. No Spider-Man. Like, oh yeah, you could just do Miles.
Yep.
You
That
know
would
what
be
I mean?
sick, too.
Miles
Yeah.
Morales.
I love
if it
Miles.
goes on for even longer, you could do Miguel O'Hara,
Yeah, or
the
you could do
2099.
Spider-Gwen, or
They
the
go on
thing is,
forever.
that's what I'm saying is like this
So
will never
never mind. I'm
end.
an
This will
idiot.
never end because, like I said, look at Star Wars. Like they had unsuccessful series before,
Yeah.
trilogies or whatever.
No, they've never had unsuccessful.
Well, I
anything.
mean, in my mind of unsuccessful is shitty, like
Okay, but they're-
shittily written.
But they're like the most. No, they're not shittily written. They're shittily performed. No, they're smart.
Okay,
scripts.
well, we'll save this for another.
That's
we'll
a
versus
whole
another
new-
versus.
No, but like no, they're smart scripts. The prequels that everyone fucking hates.
Well-
they're very very well written with, like, with bad dialogue. I will say that, but like they're well written stories and they're smart. But
It's
Someone's
good
a-
overall.
they were made by a very bad director.
Okay,
Very good writer.
so it's
very
bad then.
director.
So it's bad then.
I didn't say that.
All right,
I
guys.
said no. I
All
said,
right, this is a versus
I
for
said-
another
I
episode.
said the
This is a
director.
versus for another
Yep,
episode.
I said the director was bad. I don't think they're bad. I love Star Wars. So
Yeah, I know.
No,
Yes,
no,
he
no.
does.
It's gonna be It's
I
gonna,
don't think we should talk about it because I think I'm just going to be like,
He's just gonna get upset.
yeah, I think I'm just going to be angry because I love it a lot and I have like justifications for things, you know, here and there, but I don't know how good the episode would be if I'm just mad because you don't like it or whatever.
Well, maybe it'll be good. You know,
Maybe it'll be horrible,
Maybe
though.
angry Chris is what we need.
No, we've had that. We've had it where I'm just like, no, it doesn't mean it. Like, it just
We don't
those
need any more
episodes
of
are my
those.
least favorite to listen to. They're weird
I think
to
RJ's
me.
just-
But maybe it's because it's me being upset. Maybe it's because I'm like, oh shit, I sound like an ass.
RJ's just poking the bear.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
I
what I
know,
do.
that's what he's
That's what I do.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
All right.
but,
Well,
yeah, so-
let's wrap this up. Do we have any shout outs?
Huh?
Natalie?
No.
You want to shout out anyone?
No. Oh, to Naomi,
Yeah.
our daughter, she doesn't listen to these
I'm
anyways.
gonna make
She
her
shouldn't.
listen.
No,
I'm gonna make
Oh
her
my
listen
God.
to
She
just
should
this
not.
part.
Just the part. It's a
Right.
shout out.
Motherfucker.
Whatever.
Hey, motherfucking
Yep.
Naomi. What
She's
the
definitely not now.
It's the dick part. Just like, it's the,
Well, you guys read all of it now.
I'll turn it on and it'll just be like, oh, Naomi, and then I'll turn it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
No shout outs.
You
No
can't
one.
listen to any more. No,
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay.
cool.
Hi, Mom. Thank you for listening to every episode.
Does your
I
mom
really
listen to
appreciate
every
it. Yes,
episode?
I-
What?
She listens
She's
to it
a
at work.
great supporter.
Hey,
She's very supportive.
Miss
And I don't-
Owen.
No, Miss Miller.
Miss Miller. Sorry.
It's a different.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that Chris is so
Dumb.
dirty.
Dirty.
Sorry, Chris.
Dirty.
Piece
He
of
always
shit.
brings up dicks, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Just
I
fast forward
brought
over
it
those
up.
parts.
Yeah, and he's got a potty mouth.
No, she knows. I joke about. I joke with my mom.
She
My
did
mom's
bring.
awesome.
She did bring that up today. She's. Why does he have to swear so much? I go,
Oh.
he always does. He always talks like that. Oh, he does. I was like, yeah.
Well, and I'm like on a podcast. I'm being like more boisterous than like just having a regular conversation. You
It's
know.
like, he always is like that.
Oh God. Thanks. Anyway, thanks, Mom. I
Anyways.
still,
Yeah,
I still
thanks for
love-
listening.
Yes.
Also, Wendy, I'm sure you're gonna listen to this episode. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
All right, okay.
She's gonna be on soon, right?
Oh yeah. We'll figure that out.
Okay.
I think we have our next 2 weeks booked. By the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So we got
have
some guests. Yeah, we got guests coming
galore.
on.
Dang! Look at you
I'm
guys.
scared to be around people I don't know.
No.
No, I'm not,
you know
'cause
the next week's
honestly,
guest.
like with Nicole, even our first time on when she was on.
Oh yeah.
I don't know her very well, but then it was like that was a really good icebreaker to have her on.
Oh, yeah.
because then we were talking and joking. It was really nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice
No,
way
this
to
is the
meet.
best way.
It's a great way to meet people.
Oh, yeah,
or,
for sure.
or reconnect. And, you know, because
Yeah.
that's how we reconnected.
Uh-huh.
It was just, we were like,
Oh,
let's just
man.
do it.
Yeah.
Like we text all the time,
Yeah.
message, but like it was really nice to
Yeah.
just have this to do it. We talk about stuff we love. So
Yeah. So,
that's
yeah, this is
why
a-
I love doing this.
Yeah, me
we talk
too.
about stuff we love with people we love. It's great.
yeah,
Love it.
Good times. Okay. Well, on that note,
Hell
with
yeah.
love,
With
and family,
La familia.
we'll check you on the next one.
You're the family.
All right. Peace out.
Peace. Bye.
Bye.